Hello, everyone. Good evening. Oh, it's nice to see some people here. Oh my God, I can hear my voice back. Let's turn myself off. That's not impressive. I don't like hearing myself back. I've got things everywhere now. I've got screens all over the place, watching me, watching you, watching me. Good evening. Good evening. I'm not supposed to be here tonight, am I? So I don't know how many people are going to be around. So it'd be interesting to see. I think many of you have got so used to Friday nights that you're going to be confused that I'm here on a Wednesday. Oh, there's quite a few of you here though. Oh, that's really good. Thank you, everybody. Now I'm going to move back a little bit because I've set my desk up tonight because we're going to be doing we're going to be doing demo as well, and I finally think I've got my lighting sorted. I mean, I'm sure you can tell me if it's looking better. Now, firstly, can you hear me? That's one thing. Can you hear me? I'm hoping so, because none of you said I can't hear you. I'm having to try and turn my sound down on my mic because I think I'm getting a little bit of it reverb, I think they call it, don't they? No, don't get confused, Hayley. Oh, I'm going to tell you a little fun. Well, I'm going to tell you a little funny story about Hayley later. I think she found it funny. Hayley, look at me today. Look at me. Right, let's have a look. There's lots of you here. So I know it's Wednesday, not Friday, but let's say hello to some people. So we've got, first of all, if you could like and share, because people aren't expecting us tonight. So like and share for this week's prize, and I'll tell you about the prize in a minute. It's a good one. Let everybody know that we're here on YouTube, we're here on Facebook. I'm even on I'm on my page as well. I'm on LinkedIn. There's loads of places that you can grab me now if you like. If you want to grab me, that's of course. So let everyone know for me. That would be fantastic. So hi Maureen. Hi Emma. Hi Jan. Hi Anne. Hi Karen. Hi Angie. Hi Tracy. Hi Susan. Hi Deborah. Deborah, you've confused me. You're on YouTube. Hi Bella. Hi Sarah. Hi Kerry. Hi Helen. Hi Lorraine. Hi Angie. Hi Sarah. Hi Hayley. Hi Con. Hi Laura. Oh my goodness. Hi Erin. Hi. I've missed somebody. Hi Mary. Hi Sue. Catherine. Lynn. Goodness me. It's busy. It's a busy night. Now I saw somebody who said hi from was it? Oh, hi Anne. Hi Marion. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Hi Sandra. Right, next, UK, US, Canada. Where are you from, everybody? Hi Catherine. Hi Patty from Wisconsin. What's the weather like in Wisconsin? I think most of us in the UK can tell you it's not particularly good here at the moment. Deborah, you're really confusing me because I can see you on Facebook now. There was somebody else. Hi, Christina, watching from upstate Southern Carolina. Oh, I can't perch. She's from CNC, but I'm enjoying seeing what will come up in the US very soon. Lots coming up. We have just had an order today from Ecstasy Crafts, which are obviously actually Canada, but hopefully you can pick up goodies from Canada and the USA. Scrapbook have now got stock arriving. So the new embossing folders that have recently been on, they are winging their way to both places, I promise you. Let's have a look. Sarah, I've got takeaway fish and chips. Yep, loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear. That's good. You can all hear me. You can all see me. And there's a lot of you on. So, hi Diana. Hi Deborah. Right, I'm gonna stop because I've spent all night saying hello, and you're all gonna go. Can we talk about something else? I think it's quite nice actually to do a Wednesday because there's some people who can't always make a Friday. So it's really good to have a lot of you here. And hi, Lee from the US. Hi, Ben. I can see our chinchilla is going to hit the button several times on the Create and Craft tomorrow. Oh, it's the chinchilla that does it, is it? Really, Katie? Yes, I'm not sure if you're going to get away with that one. Let's have a look. Hi. Oh, hi, Caroline. You're watching on YouTube. Right, yes. Okay, something I am going to tell you about. Also tonight, you're going to get fed up of me in the next few days because at 8:50 tonight I couldn't do it live because I'm packing because I've got to leave early in the morning, but there is a craftathon that will be taking place on Craft Stash as well, which I'm going to be appearing on, but it's at 8:50 this evening, hence we're doing ours now, and it's a video and a demonstration at 8:50 to raise some money for the Ukraine. So hi Shirley from Michigan, Paul, Dorset, Scotland, West Sussex, Molly Davis. I know I asked about the Ultimate last week, ordered it Friday and it came today. Great service. I hope you love it, and I honestly, you will be really pleased because I got all the artwork through today for something else coming out, and it's going to work beautifully with your Ultimate, and I'm very excited. Hi Sue from Hampshire. Right, so let's crack on with lots of things this evening because we are going to be demoing as well. Now, as you know, I'm on TV tomorrow. Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm led to believe the price hasn't dropped yet. I'm led to believe it hasn't. Now, I'm blaming you lot. I'm going to blame you lot. They're blaming me, so I'm going to blame you. So what they've said to me is, because I did my live on Friday, normally they load the stock for me Friday after the live, and my shows are normally earlier in the week. So you have the weekend to shop, and then Monday, Tuesday, you can watch me. Now, because my shows aren't till Thursday, Friday, they said we cannot load your products 6 or 7 days in advance of the show, because quite frankly, it will be pointless you coming. I was like, what do you mean pointless? And they said, because it's already selling. So they'd loaded the satin cardstock because I kept some back for this because I knew I was going to need it for this show, and I knew not everybody could afford everything last time. So I kept some back. Well, lovely Dawn Soderfield said in the group that it was loaded. Well, half of you, you bought half the stock basically. And they said to me, look, we're going to have to take it off because if all your stuff is on, then it's pointless you coming, and we're going to need a contingency. And I said, I haven't got one. You've taken all my stock. So that is the reason they've done it this time. My shows going forward are hopefully going to be I've got a weekender coming up at the end of the month, and then we're going to try and plan my shows in so it falls around the time of the live. So that's the plan going forward. This one just happened to fall not quite where we wanted it in the time scales, but you know, it's okay. Price does drop at 6 p.m. just when I go live. So if you want to grab yours now, you can, but it is worth waiting to get that good discount. Now, I can't remember the exact prices, but I'm sure it's between 50 and 55 pounds. I can't remember exactly, so I don't want to say anything in case I get it wrong and you think it's going to be different to what I've said. So I'd rather not commit to that, but that is what it roughly should be, I think. Okay, so I'm just checking if there's any more comments. Oh, I brightened up your day. Oh no. Oh, I hope you feel better, Katie. Oh goodness. Well, let's do some crafting tonight and see if we can make you smile a bit more. Mary, that's not too bad. I think it might drop a little bit more. I don't know. So this is why I don't want to say too much, because I don't want to cause myself any trouble. Yes, I am on Craft Stash tonight at 8:50 p.m. as well. So I'm getting around tonight. Then obviously you've got me tomorrow for 6 p.m, 9 p.m, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m, stock permitting. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something else as well. I'm going to kind of regret this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. but I've agreed to do something. So who is going to Sandown on the 7th and 8th of May? I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this, but I've done it now, haven't I? Okay. I just wanted to know who's going to be at Sandown. Okay, because I think they might be broadcasting live at Sandown over that weekend, particularly on the Saturday. So I'm trying not to drop myself in it, but I've kind of dropped myself in it, really, haven't I? But I just, let's brush over that really quickly, that I even mentioned Sandown on the 7th of May. Okay. So hopefully you get where I'm going, but that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to be at Sandown on the 7th of May. That's what I'm saying. I'm not there for the day. But I am making an appearance at Sandown. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Karen! I haven't seen you for ages. Karen Lemon. She is a local lady, and I've known Karen from when I had the shop, before I had TV, when I started in 2011. So I've known Karen a long time. Will I be at Harrogate? Oh, Margaret, no, I will not be at Harrogate. And I'll tell you for why. Because Harrogate could not be further from where I am in the world, really, in the country, to be honest. I am 60 miles from France. So for me to go to Harrogate, it takes me a day to get there nearly. So it isn't cost effective for me to do Harrogate. But anything a little bit further south, I would consider doing. Oh, and Doncaster, see, they're all, do you know what? I wish it was smaller. I wish we could kind of meet in the middle, so you could come down and I can come up, and it could be kind of middle of the road. Oh, and if the price has dropped to $56.97, that's the price. I'm pretty sure that is the price. Pretty sure. I wouldn't think it would be going lower than that. I'm pretty sure that is the price. Okay. It's such a shame, isn't it? Hi, Nadine. You're new to Lisa. What's the name of the website? The website is thatcraftplace.co.uk. But if you actually type in Lisa Horton Crafts, I've sent the link. So every time somebody types that in, it would take you straight over there as well. So you can't miss me, really, unfortunately. Okay. You can't find the products. I'm sure one of the team will be able to help. What about Peterborough Crafting Live? I will be doing that. I'm not doing it. I don't know when it is, but if it's already gone this year, I won't be. But we're trying to work out how we can get to places as well, because obviously we've got the shop, we've got Lily, we've got Prudence, of course, and we'd be away for a little while. So we are working on trying to get to some of these places, I promise. All right. So, shame there's nothing in Wales. Well, I think one of our retailers from Wales is on, so you may have to ask him if he wants to do a workshop, and you maybe invite, me over or across or down. I'm more than happy to have craft, will travel. Okay, so that's not too far from me. Yeah, the NEC is kind of middle. Yeah, and Harrogate isn't as far north, but they're all. I'm working on what is practical for me to get to, and the problem is because we have to have vans and we have to load pretty much. You've seen our shop, pretty much unload what's in the shop onto a van and then bring it all back. And 9 times out of 10, you've bought most of it before I can even get to these places. But that is another thing I am working on. Big Star. We have increased our quantities. We've increased them quite a lot, so it's going to be a lot easier for not only us as a business but for our retailers to stock our products. Now that should be starting to fall into place around the end of April, and as you know, we haven't done it because of cost restrictions and losing a lot of money, but we're now trying to get back into that position where our retailers have stock, we have stock, Create and Craft have stock, our international customers have stock, and it is starting to trickle through. So probably I would say over the next 6 weeks, please bear with us, that should be happening. And I think some of our retailers would be like going, yay, finally, all the queries they get. But We are on it, I promise. And the other thing I need to tell you before we get into demo, which is quite important, is I don't know if some of you may be aware, some of you not, but there is a lockdown in China at the moment. And all of my stock for the Blockbuster at the end of the month, well, not all of it, some of it, because I've got the washi here, I haven't got the rest of it. But a lot of my stock is held up because they can't get it out of the country. But I'm led to believe things are starting to move. So if there is a little bit of delay with things, that also is playing part of the problem, unfortunately. But, you know, it's all sent to try us, isn't it? And between us, we're going to get there. We'll get there. So any more comments? Mary. Oh, thank you, Mary, for sorting that. I think, yeah, lots of comments. Brilliant. Yeah, I need to get a bus, don't I? I need to get a bus and go, like, I need to do what they do on Strictly, get on the bus and take my craft stuff with. I mean, I know they don't take craft stuff, but I could do, like, they do their dancing. I could do crafting, go around the country crafting. That would be really good. Danny would like that. Okay. Right, okay. I'm just going to say, last time, don't forget to like and share. Make sure everybody knows about us being on tonight. It will be really good because I'm not usually here on a Wednesday, am I? Now, let's have a quick run through about tomorrow. Very quick run through because we did it last Friday, but it'd be good for you to have those of you who don't know, those of you who aren't on Create Craft, those of you who haven't seen me before. It'd be really handy for me to show you exactly what's coming. And there is a lot. I can smell burning. Bear with me. Don't know what that is. I'm just going to ring Danny because I can smell burning downstairs. Let me ring him. This is what you do on the live, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's next door. Yes. I'm on my live. I can smell burning downstairs. Bye. It smells. As long as it's not coming from here. No, it's not coming from here because we've got little vents in the window. And I can't, unless it's next door, we've burnt some toast or something. So we'll crack on. If you hear me go, I'm running, that's the reason. Okay, so what have we got? So the 3 spanking new dies which form the one-day special are these beauties. Now we've had these as a square, but we haven't had these as a circle. So just in case you haven't seen them, this is our ornamental collection, but it's our circle ornamental. Okay, the next one is our oval ornamental, and the next one is our elements that go within that, which are our inset dies. Now, okay. Oh, can you? You can smell it in Hailsham. Well, at least it's not Lily doing the toast downstairs. That's all I can say. Okay, so let's turn these over and show you what you get. So the circle, let's have a look at it. You're going to get 10 dies and you're going to get all your layers. So you've got a lot of layers in here. There's lots of different ways of being able to use these. Okay, so they're really, really clever dies. You get dies that cut in, you get dies that cut out, you get dies for layering, which we'll come on to in just a second, which are these. Okay, we'll come back to those in a second. But what we get also is this set. Now the circles in here are not the same as the circles in here, okay? So they're different size circles. So what's really cool about this, can you say
bonfire over there? Oh. Hello.
I thought Lily had burnt the toast.
It's a bonfire. The accountant's having a bonfire.
Is it our account? Is that our account?
Yeah, he's burning my account.
Oh, that's good. He needs to see you anyway. Oh, phew, that I can actually see him in the back over there. So that's those two. So as I said, the circles are different sizes completely. So you're not going to be getting anything duplicated. But what you will get is this set. Now this set works perfectly with this set. Okay. So the circles you get in here, I don't want to go into too much detail because I'm going to do a demo in a minute. These circles here will fit the outside of these circles. So I see now you know Danny does exist. So I've been trying to get Danny on TV for about 5 years, and he nearly went for a screen test because he's such a good crafter. He's very much a mixed media crafter. For many of you who don't know, he's fantastic with paint and ink and wood, and he creates the most, don't tell him, but he creates the most amazing things, and my design team can vouch for me for that. He's incredibly clever, but believe it or not, he's really shy, and he's full of that, but actually if you put him in front of the camera, he doesn't like it. So Crate and Craft tried to get him on as well, but I can't get him on. But so he got me instead. Anyway, so that's your 3, which we're going to demo with in a minute. Okay, so we're only 21 minutes in, so it's a bit like Crate and Craft, isn't it? I talk for 25 minutes and then I get to demo. So that's the main collection, but what we have brought back, okay, and these are limited in stock, so I'm warning you now, I have reordered them. He's having a really big bonfire over there. We've also brought back the squares. So we've now got the square ornamental back, which are limited. We've got the For You and the floral, which actually sits in the element in the squares. And we've got the With Love and the other florals as well. Now, these 2 florals are the same florals that you will find on our tatty stems and tatty blooms. So all of those will work together with product you've got already. Now, what I was meant to do on this show, which you bought last time, these 4, and I'm bringing these back as well. Again, not massive quantities. We're bringing these back, which are your stamps, your dies and your stencils, all your layering ones. So just turn one over so you can see. So you're going to get all your elements that you need to cut out those florals and pop them on your cards. Now, I just thought bringing these back is only fair because some of you who bought the Ultimate were unable to, stretch to this, and I understand that. So I thought we need a fair playing field, and we need to make sure that everybody can get what they want. Okay, so these are going to be back as well. Not huge stocks, but they're back. Also, these sold out previously. These are back. If you didn't manage to get hold of these, okay. Molly, everything I'm showing you now is on tomorrow. So there's your layering stencils there. Okay, and then we've got these. So I'm trying to make sure there's enough for everybody, so I don't go home early. It's nice to go home early sometimes because I can get help in Danny, but also you watch TV, you buy the product, so it's nice that I can stay to demo it. So also these are back, okay, and that one and that one. These are all limited. So if you want those, I would strongly advise you get those. Those, when I first took them to Crate and Craft, I didn't even get to demo them because they sold that fast. Oh, I've got duplicates something there. We don't need those because they're duplicates. So I'm not going to show you samples because I showed you those before. And then the other new thing is the texture card. This is my one. I've been using it today. So this is brilliant. I actually might be able to show you because the light's not so bad tonight. Let me bring in a pink. See if you can get it. I don't know if you will get it, but we can. Let me try. Actually, let me switch to the overhead and see if you can pick up the texture there. Oh, no, it's not going to do it. This is why the cameras at TV are so phenomenal. No, it's not doing it. Let's bring it back to me. But yeah, it's really beautiful. 216 GSM textured card. I bought a lot of this, and I mean a lot of this. So hopefully problem is when I do my demos, when I used to use American Crafts cardstock, I'd do my demos and everybody would say, what card do you use? What card do you use? What colour do you use? So I've got my own collection now, which is the colours that I would always pick out and I would always use. So this means now you've got like the Lisa Horton colour range. So you've got everything from your black to your white to your brown you've got crisp white, lemon drizzle, petal pink, summer green, garden lavender, blue dusk, glacier grey, russet brown and black. So you're going to get all the colours you need to create everything on the show, and I'm going to use it tonight and die cut with it so you can see how beautiful it is. Jenny Ranger, I want everything. No, the bundle is gone. It could be that they've taken the bundle off. If I put it on, if they put it on and they'd seen it was selling and it was selling too quickly, they will take it off. And they'll take it off because it will mean I won't be able to demo it, even if it's on the show. So I was saying to someone earlier, say I put the bundle on and I put lots of other products on and the bundle sells out, I can demo the other products, but kind of slip in a demo using the bundle that's sold out. But it's illegal for me to go on and sell what they can't sell, if you like. So, and to meet you. Danny was teaching a brilliant make and take MDF mixed media at a craft show. And isn't he good? He's really good. We do need to eventually get him on TV. Oh, because paints, I've got paints have arrived. I've got paints here. I've got texture paste. I've got gel medium, matte and gloss. I've got decoupage glue. So you can do all your MDF. I've got crackle paste. I've got crackle medium, which is the 2-part crackle medium. I've got so much stuff. I just haven't had the time to get it onto TV. That's all sitting downstairs as well. So we will start doing a few bits of painty bits as well if we get a chance. I'm just waiting for Danny to get time to cut some MDF for us. So, like some little storage holders for the bijou brushes and all sorts of bits and bobs. So we've got so much going on. It's just, it's lovely. I'm really thrilled about, what exciting things we've got coming up. And of course, got Christmas as well. So I think that is everything I need to tell you, other than I hate doing this because I've never done it before. The craft awards, I've only been going as a brand on my own for 2 years, so not everybody knows who I am. So not everybody is gonna think, oh, the little craft shop on the southeast, is it worth voting for them? Of course, the other thing is we come under that craft place and Lisa Horton Crafts. So if you were interested in voting, if you could vote for Lisa Horton Crafts on the Crafts Beautiful website, because it's one of those things that you don't want to ask people to vote for you, you just want them to kind of do it. But some of you might not know that there is such a thing even. And I mean, what a phenomenal accolade it would be to just be recognised for, the hard work that we do. I mean, some people get nominated every year and, it is exciting. But also it's good for your business as well when you can say that, an award-winning company, it's just, and also it's for me and Danny as well, it's a bit like, we're getting there. We're doing it, and people recognise you for that, and it opens up doors for you in other places too. So if you haven't, and if you're interested in voting, I'm sure somebody will put the link here for you as well. But that would be really nice if you fancy voting for us in a category or two, whatever you think we're good at, basically, really. Right. So, thank you. Oh, some have already done it. You lot are lovely. Thank you. Anyway, let's move on because I get embarrassed with things like this. So now I think it's time that we do a bit of crafting. And before I do that, I'm just going to tell you about my nails. My nails are shot to pieces. These silly telly nails have caused me an absolute nightmare. So I've taken my nails off. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the story. And if it ever happens to you, I can only say I'm really sorry. The lovely Hayley Johnson, she won't mind me saying it. I had to send her a parcel the other day. And it was when I came back from TV. And I've been racing around. And when I got indoors, I was thinking, one of my nails has come off. What's happened there? Oh, these silly telly nails. I'm always going on about the silly telly nails. Well, I found it. Well, Hayley Johnson found it anyway. It was in her parcel. I was like, oh no, that is the most embarrassing and most awful thing, isn't it? I was like, oh no, I can't believe it. So yeah, that's you might not want to vote for me now after you've heard that. I mean, it's not like something I make a habit of doing, I promise you. But yeah, so I've taken them off tonight. So excuse not my grubby hands. It's just that my nails I've really suffered lately from it. and my age has not helped with it really either. But you know, I just wanted you to know, when you look down, look at the crafting, don't look at my fingers. So yeah, Hayley, I'm glad you found it hilarious. It could have gone to someone who didn't find it quite so hilarious, couldn't it? So I'm gonna turn over, and I'm gonna pop you on the overhead, simply because I just want to run through the Ultimate again, and I need to talk to you about the Ultimate because it's so important. Let me talk to you first. Before I switch, let me talk to you. The Ultimate, as it's been a phenomenal, been a phenomenal success, to the point where I getting to the point where I can't fulfill some orders for big customers. Now, we've got stock for tomorrow, and I've scraped, okay. Now you get 11 in a box, and I think all I have left is something like 11 boxes. All right. So that tells you how vulnerable these are. That's not including what I've set aside for Crate and Craft. Crate and Craft have got some. But after that, that's all I got in the world. They take 3 months to ship by sea. I've had a quote to ship a few hundred by air, and it's thousands to ship them by air because of the volume it takes up on the aircraft. So I've taken the decision to ship a few, not a lot, because I can't justify the cost. I genuinely can't justify. If I could, I would. So they are going to be, I think they're going to be like hen's teeth soon. So if you do want one, if you can stretch to it, I would highly recommend it. Some of our retailers do have them, but I know there are not loads of stocks. I've tried to hold back a little bit for the website, but when it has gone, it's gone. Okay, so this is not me trying to sell you something. A lot of you've got it already, but if you were thinking about it and you were on the fence, what I don't want to happen is you to go, well, you didn't tell me that, you know, you weren't going to have any for ages. That's where we are with it. All right, so that's that. So let's move off of that now, and let's get on to some crafting. So I can take the Ultimate off the desk. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to show you it, aren't I? So let's turn you around and let's bring this in. Now look at the state of this. Let's move over now. I'm going to move my desk over a little bit because I'm all over the place. So this is what we're working on in a minute. That is just that's the mark on the wallpaper of my background here. So there's some bits here we're going to crack onto in a second. Okay, now what we're going to do, let's talk about the Ultimate. If you haven't got the Ultimate and you are on the fence, it's worth talking to you about, because I don't know how much time we will get to talk about it tomorrow. And if we don't, at least you will know from seeing me here what we do, how we use it, and what it's for. So basically, it is a tool for you to use for your stenciling, for your inking, for your blending, for your stamping. It comes with a foam mat, so you can use this for your stamping if you want to. I tend to use my silicone mat, but if you've got a particularly tricky stamp, this is really handy to have anyway. And we are bringing out some stuff for flower forming too, so that is something that we've included in there in any event, whether we need it or not. So inside your platform is your 2 magnets, which are incredibly strong, stronger than normal magnets, because we've got to go through that thick silicone mat as well. You have your pegs at the top, which you use for, let me flick this over. So looking at this for example, this is a stencil. Turn this over. It's got the peg. Let me lift that up a little bit. It's got the, sorry, because I've got my glasses on. I'm very focused. I can't see at a distance at this angle. It's got all the peg holes here, which you'll slot into all in first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Over here, it's going to rub your ink through, leave your piece of paper there, and it will create your beautiful layered elements. I will try and get to it at TV tomorrow if we have stock. Okay. The other beautiful thing about your Ultimate is that this is non-slip. So I'm going to grab somebody's card. Let me just grab, oh, that's too big. That is a huge card. Let me just grab this. So this is a card for one of the samples for tomorrow, which is from the lovely Lorraine. But if you see, when I put that on, it doesn't move. Okay, so it stops stuff from jiggling about. All right, so also you can ink, blend, heat, do all your techniques on there too. You have no worry about that either. The other thing which is lovely about it is that you can turn it over and it's got a clear back, so you can use that for your messy crafting, wipe off and then come back that way. Okay, so that is your platform. We're not going to be using that tonight, so let's wrap this up and get onto these dies, which you're probably waiting to see. Magnets go on the back. If you get yours home and you can't find your magnets, I have had quite a lot of messages saying mine didn't have any magnets, and then they opened the back. I said turn it over, and on the back it is on the back. Right, so let us look at how dies. I'm going to be totally honest with you, and I've done this on purpose. I've got all these dies out here. I have no plan. I have no plan whatsoever. And I'm just going to go with kind of where it takes me. And the reason I'm doing this is because I get a lot of questions about what do you do when you lose your crafty mojo? And I'm like, well, I kind of get my dies out and I start to have a play and see what happens. And I think sometimes it's the best way to do it. It really, really is. And I'm going to look at all of these and I'm going to go, don't know. Then I'll go, right, okay, let's pick one out. So I'm going to pick that one out. And what else should I pick out? What should I pick out? I'll pick that one out. And that's it. I'm going to use those two. And that is where we're going to go. Nowhere else. We're not going to touch anything else. We're going to make the card just using these two dies. And that is what I think is really cool about crafting. If you can find a product that you can pick a couple of dies from, or you don't have to have everything in the world to create something really pretty or really effective, it's got to be value for money, isn't it? It's got to be. So these two dies, now obviously these are on TV tomorrow, so this is really a preview, such a great preview. Now I've got my plate. Can you tell me if I'm back? Can you tell me if I'm back? I'm back. I'm back. Right, I'm so sorry about that. My computer does this from time to time, and I'm not sure if it's my streaming service or what it is. And I know we lost a few people there, but hopefully you'll come back. I'm really sorry. That was my computer having to do one of those blue screens saying, "Oh, I'm going to have to restart." If it goes again, I'll come onto my phone and I'll talk to you instead. Okay. Well, at least I'm back now. So let's go for it and see what happens. Right, so we got these 2 dies here. I didn't
you
lose
back?
too many of you. Yeah, I had the blue screen of death again.
Oh no.
I know.
But you're back.
I'm back.
Okay, I just came up to rescue you.
Yeah, I might have needed rescuing. I always need to have a backup plan, but it was quite good because it didn't go off for too long. So fingers crossed. I mean, I lost a few people, but hopefully they might come back. Who knows? But
Well, I'm here now.
you're here.
That's the most important thing.
There's no sounds. Oh no, don't say that. Can you hear me? Oh, they must because you're here. Good
What?
man, Danny. I take it you can hear me then. I'm echoing. Am I echoing? Am I echoing for everybody? I don't think I can do much about that. Maybe if I whisper. Oh, it's fine on Facebook. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh, go.
No, you're not.
Oh, he's talking to me now. Danny to the rescue. I don't know what he did. He just came in the door. So here are the dies. We're going to take these 2 packs out. All right. Now, sometimes we don't get a chance on TV to do this. Oh, and that's my pet hate there. I've left a piece in the die. I find this very annoying when I see people do that on TV, coming on air with pieces left in their die. It's not professional. So we're going to pick out both these dies. Now this die, you're going to ask me about the sizes, I'm sure. This is 140 mil. So this is not a small die. I thought Crankcraft had taken me off. I keep losing you on YouTube. It should be there. I don't know what's happened. I've had a bit of a glitch with the system, but fingers crossed. If not, you can grab me back on Facebook or YouTube. So this is 140 mil. So that's going to be your outside cutting edge. This is going to be your die that cuts your frame. Okay. Now you might not want a frame. You might want to cut that into your card. Or you might want to pop that back down and go, actually, I'd quite like a wreath. So you can now bring in this beauty, which is such a useful die. And if you cut this a couple of times and offset it, put that there, cut it a couple of times and offset it, it's a really, really cool die. It looks like a sun. But that, although we're not using it, let me grab it. I'm praying we don't, you know, when you're like constantly looking at the screen in case I lose you. That fits perfectly in there. Okay, doesn't look like it does, obviously, because it's been shrunk, but it fits perfectly in there. So if you want to create your frame or your wreath, you can just pop that, slot it inside, cut them all, and that will give you a beautiful wreath. And then you can layer up in the middle if you want to. Now start thinking about this. Start thinking about, okay, well, I can do that, but if I take that middle out, so we've got this other set here, haven't we? Now, let's think about this. We've got this layer, which is just a circle, which is what we can cut our sentiments out into. Or we've got the next layer. You might not see this, but it's got like a scalloped edge to it as well. Okay. And then we've also got the element that cuts out there. So you've got like a mini version of a frame as well, yeah? So you can do that, but remember you've got these over here. Now, of course, these you can then take, because these are different sizes as well, you can create a matte layer for the middle of it, all right? And then you've got your hugs that can go inside, which we'll demo this in a second, or you can pop another layer in, and you can pop a little heart inside. So this is what it's all about, playing around with what you've got. Now I'm literally, we're just going to go for it and see what happens. So what should we pick up first? I think we need to find a card blank, and we need to decide what shape and what size we're doing. So I think I'm just going to pick a square. All right. I haven't thought about it. I mean, I've got a rectangle here as well, but I've got a square here. Now, I do not like cards open that way, and I don't know what it is about it, and I know most people open a card like that, but I like my cards like that. It kind of just gives it an extra, I don't know, it makes it look almost boutique-y in my opinion. And then what we've got here, we've got our oval, and I think we're going to go oval, and I'm going to trim that off down the side, I think. Right, I know where I'm going. Already I know where I'm going. So I'm going to use those and I'm going to pick out, do I want that one? So we've got to do all the die cutting and everything. We're going to do it all. And then we can pop another one in the middle like that. But we get quite a few on our plate. And then, oh, what's that one? That one goes with that set. That can go in there and we'll put love in the middle. All right, so we'll work to that. So what do we need to do first? Let's take them away because I'm going to lose them. And we're going to bring in our plates. Now these are, I'm using my Platinum 6 tonight, and I'm using plates from the Grand Caliber. So find plates that work for you. I love these plates. I look at that, the state of that, it's never bent, it's never warped, it's perfectly straight, and it does exactly what I want it to do. Bring in a pair of scissors. And let's go, because I do love some of these colours. I know this is quite light. I hope you can see this on air. We'll have the lemon and we'll have a bit of pink. All right, the colours aren't a perfect match on the screen, but you'll get the idea. And then we're going to bring in a grey as well. Pink, grey and lemon. Beautiful colours together. So look at the time, 7:45, Lisa. You do it right at the last minute, don't you, to start the demo in. So let's bring in this. We've got to run it through twice. So we cut our pieces out. It will come together really quick once we've done all the cutting. So we'll cut that out. So now I know I need 2 of those. So I don't need the grey for a minute. I need a pink one. So we cut the pink one. And I always do this with my card. I cut around so I get more value out of my card. And you'll see in a minute what else I'm going to do, because I like saving all my pieces. And then the yellow one, what was I doing next? We'll have a yellow one, that size. So I'm just working all the way down. So I'm going to go yellow, yellow, and then to the next layer, I might go for pink. So bring back in the pink. So I'm going to get all my layers ready. Bring that over. Bring pink in. This is, honestly, this is the way I craft. If I'm die cutting, this is what I do at home. So that's the next layer. And then I've got the grey. So I'll bring in the grey for my next layer. So everything is a different colour. So it's all going to mix and match. And then I think, oh, I need to cut another one of those because I need a matten layer for that. Do I need a matten layer for that? Yes, I do. So I need a second one of that, which is fine, which will be yellow. Okay, we can do this really quickly. I'll just take that off camera a minute. Yellow. And then the top layer will be sitting inside that. So I think that's all I need for the minute. So let's bring up the machine and do this quite quickly. I might jiggery, might be a bit jiggery pokery because it might wiggle my desk, but that's fine. That's fine. This is live crafting. This is live crafting at home on the desk. Now, here we go. So bringing all our bits. Open out. Oh, sorry, I'm wiggling. Apologies. There we are. Bring that up. So let's start with our base, which is that. So let's leave them there because they're all in order. And we've got our... No, let's put that one down first so you can see. Then we'll put the grey on. Now, if I bring those just to the side a minute, okay, and I'll see what else I can fit on here because I've only got my small plates. And actually, I might get that on there. So let's do that at the same time. And then we need our, let's move them. We need our outside cutting die, don't we? So our base is going to be the grey. No, yes, our base is going to be the grey. But it doesn't matter because we're going to be doing 2 of these. Pop our bit on there, run that through. So I'm trying to be, actually, let me move that down a bit because I think it's too close to the edge. Pop that down like so. Bear with, I'll be back on camera in just a sec. Just get that in the right spot. So pop that through because otherwise what will happen is it won't grab. Come nearly. So I'm trying to do it at an angle. Run that through. Sorry if I'm jiggling, but it's fine. It's fine. So that's come through nicely. Turn that over and you'll see now there's the two cut out. That's our base and that's the first bit. So that's that. And that's one we're going to use in a minute. So pop them to one side. This is all just a bit of cutting at the moment. So bring back that. And we now need another one in pink. And you'll see for why in a minute. And let's see if I can get another one of these. Because remember I said I needed two of these. Let's see what happens if I pop that like so. And let's try and run that through. That's too high. I can tell that already. So that's another thing. Remember, sometimes if your dies, you can't get them to go through easily or grab. It's because you're too close to the top. All right. So bring that in as well. Look at me being careful. Turn that over. And let's grab these bits. Get rid of our rubbish. That's our next bit we need. So leave that with the others. Now this piece we need to keep out because we're going to use that in a second. Okay, so let me get to one side the bits I don't need anymore so I don't cut things I don't need. And then now let's do this on camera like that. So we're going to bring that in. And now we are going to bring in our aperture. So with our aperture, you've got quite a nice area that you can line it up with so you can see exactly where you need to go to get it perfectly aligned. Now I'm just going to bring in a piece of tape. Normally I would do 2 or 3 pieces of tape, but this will be okay for what we need. All right, so we're not going to put anything else in this one because there's a lot of metal to go over here as well. Now if you're unsure about your machine and if it's going to accept it, if it's going to, because it's got a lot of detail on it, if it's going to cut first time, always just bring it back and it gives it another little pass. All right, let's do that like so. Turn that over, and I know it will have cut because my dies do. Already the bits are falling out. So now let's take, I've got that little piece of tape on there, so let's be careful with the tape. And I could have done with my pokey tool up here really, couldn't I? But that's fine. Let's just take that out like so, all these bits. Let's see if I've got a die. I've got all circular dies, haven't I? I haven't even got a die with a sharp edge I can use as a pokey bit. Let's pop those out as well. There we go. Just a few bits. It's not too fiddly at all, as you can see. It's just, I'm just rushing, obviously, because of time. But in general, when you're at home, just a couple of bits there. So it cuts beautifully, this card as well. I'll take the circles out in a minute, but just to show you now already how pretty that is. And we haven't done anything yet, have we? So that's how easy it's going to be to work with these. So let's take that. I can clean all this up afterwards, but I do need that piece of tape. So I'll put that die over there. Let's get all this rubbish on this map, and then we'll shift that over there like so. Keep that piece there because I'm going to need that. Now all the little hearts that come out, keep your little hearts because they make great shaker cards. So that's that. And I think we only need 1 or 2 more passes and we're done. And it's going to be that easy. So all the bits here, pink one can go over there. Yeah, it's not going to take long now. That can go on there. Now these 2 we cut out. We can use this die to choose which one we want. And I think I'm going to cut it out. So that's going to be on there. I'm going to cut it in the, yellow. Let's cut it in the yellow. Pop that on like so. You've got a little tiny aperture there. Look like a little edge there. Sorry, not an aperture. Pop that down. Just going to tape that just for safety. Just for safety. And then we're pretty much done, and we can clear the desk and we can conduct our construction. It's the most simple card on the planet. Really easy to do, but it just shows you how these dies are so handy. So let me put that down there for now. I don't think I need it. We can always bring it back up if I do. Let's have a look at what we've got. Right. Now, I'm going to have to remember to put the dies back in the right set. I bet I put that in the wrong one already. Probably. Who knows? So here's all the pieces. No, Lisa. Lisa. Let's take that out of the way. Let's take that out of the way. I've got, lift that off here. That one here. That one. Like so. Those, and I want to tell you about these pieces as well in a minute. And there's your love. I must have like a little... Bear with just 1 second. 1 second. Let's see if I've got a small pair of scissors. That'll be better. Bring a small pair of scissors in. I can use them as pointy bits. All my stuff's packed in my case, you see, for tomorrow because I've got to leave about 9:30 in the morning. So that's that piece. Now these pieces, I'll leave them and explain them what you could do with them in a minute. So there's our grey piece as well. All that's done. Pop that down there. Pop that down there. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to bring back in this. I'm going to bring in some tape. I'm going to bring in some glue. And we're going to bring in that card blank. Now, the circle here, I had to pop those little bits out there because I missed doing those, didn't I? And there's any more there, just one there. It's such a beautiful card, this. It's lovely. It's really lovely. So we're going to glue that one down. Yeah. I'm going to show you. We're going to do some other bits to it in a minute as well. But I left my lid off, Lisa. Did I leave my lid off? Yeah, I did. But don't worry, it's okay. Oh, and the glue is back tomorrow. The glue is back. I'm not going to put loads of glue on. You can do all your edges. You can do pretty much wherever you want to. But for me, for tonight, let's just make sure it sticks. That's the main thing. That's fine. I'm going to put my lid back on. Because if I don't, because it dries quickly. Now, to me, that's a bit too much glue. So I'm just going to tap some of it off. And then let me stand up for this bit. So if you get my head, I apologise. You line that up like so. There we go. Easy and done. That's down. It's not lined up the best, but it's not too bad, all things considered. And again, if I was doing this, that's going to annoy me. If I was doing this just as, you know, without a demo, I would definitely glue all the pieces. Now put too much glue there now, but that will dry. I'd rather get it glued down though, because it's annoying. So yeah, that's better. That's much better. So now this is when I bring in my foam tape. I've left my foam rolls downstairs, but we've got bits here we can use. So what I would normally do with this is, because that's going over the top, I would have taken one of the smaller dies, which is actually the grey one, and I would have cut it out of there, because when I put that over the top, it would have hidden it, and I would have had another sentiment to use, if that makes sense. And because it's such lovely cardstock, you won't want to be wasting it and hiding it. So turn that over. Let's grab some 3D foam tape. Okay, that's the back. Oops. Turn that over. And do you know what? It makes it so much easier without the nails. It really does. I'll pop that bit there. This is quite thick tape, actually. This is 3mm thick, so you might not want to go as thick. And do you know what? I'm going to pop up, because it is thick, I'm going to pop another tiny little bit here, just to give it a balance, or it's going to get wrinkly, and I won't like that whatsoever. So now, and because it's texture cardstock, I tend to line up my colour as well, or my texture, the direction of the texture. Sounds really silly, but it's worth doing. Okay, so there you go. That's your next layer. Look how quickly this is going to come together. That one I will keep just as it is, because I don't think it needs another 3 mil on there, otherwise it's going to be really thick. And we'll just use my glue, tiny bit of glue, a little bit in the middle. That is a little bit overkill, but with my glue, less is more. Okay, be interesting to know who's got my glue and what you think of it. See, it's down now. It's down. So you've got a tiny bit of wiggle room, but not like loads of wiggle room. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is take these two pieces. Let's move that to one side. And I'm going to glue that onto there. All right. Now, what I was going to say about these pieces, if you've done a couple, if you've done this in another colour, you could then paper piece them back in a different colour to give you a different look, and then pop the other colour. See what I mean? So if you've done 2, 3 or 4 of them, you could use those elements to pop back in. But obviously we haven't had time to do that tonight. All right. You like the glue, Hayley? I'm so pleased you like it. Let's have a look. I've frozen again. I think I'm all right from what I can see here, because I'm kind of trying to watch myself. Maybe it's the blasted internet being a pain. I'm direct into the box as well. I've got a cable straight in, so hopefully you shouldn't lose me. And let's pop the lid on our glue before I do anything else. And again, wipe a lot of it off. Too much glue, but I couldn't get any less out, if that makes sense. And then we're going to pop that just over the top, like so. Now remember, the word love is an inset die, so it's got no outside cutting edge. All right, so you can cut that directly into your card as well, so you could have a layer, love, 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 all the way down the side of a card if you wanted to. So that's that as well, cut beautifully. Now that I might pop on some pads, because we've only got, do I want to pop it on pads? Yeah, I think I might pop that on pads. Let's pop that on a couple of pads. Grab those pads in again. And then we're going to do something to our base card as well, because I want to change it up. Now I've done this, I'm having a bit of a change of heart of what I was going to do. But I think actually it would be quite nice. Let me just bring this closer to me just for a second, so I can get that nice straight. So I'm just coming off camera a minute so I can get that straight. There we go. My varifocals don't cope very well with the different angles. So there you go. So straight away for me, you saw me do that start to finish. Now I could just pop that straight on a card and be done with it, couldn't I? Very, very easily. And nobody would think it was, it had taken 2 minutes. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to bring our card in. Now for me, I think it looks quite cool there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some stuff across the middle of it. And I'm going to bring in, look here, I've got some bits up here. I'm going to bring in my sentiment sheets, my sticker sentiments. And we're going to bring in a paper trimmer. Pop this to one side a minute. This is where I like getting crafty. I really like doing this. So bring in your paper trimmer. My other paper trimmer is again in my car. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do this too wide for me, this card. Too wide. So we're going to trim off a little bit. Like not mega amounts, but just a bit. Okay, take that off. So it's now a slightly different shape, isn't it? But we're going to bring in our card. So this is our spare card. And we've got the yellow there. Right, So I'm going to take a piece of yellow. Let's make sure I've got a straight edge first. I think I've got a straight edge. Yeah, I have got a straight edge. And then we're going to slice a piece off, right from there, all the way up. Okay. Right, plain piece of yellow card. Move that out of the way. We're now going to come in with the grey card. Is that wide enough? Yeah, that's wide enough as well. So I'll turn it that way so I can just get the edge. And then we're going to go, let me push that up there. That can come down like so. Don't worry about this end at all. So now we've got that and we've got that. All right. And then we need to get a piece of pink. Let me check the width of the pink. Is that going to be wide enough? No. Oh, that's going to annoy me that I've got to cut my card. So I'm going to just mark it there where I need to cut it. I do not like having to cut up a piece of card like this, but I'm going to do it because I want to show you for the demo. So that's spare. So now we're going to do the same thing here. Turn that around and turn it over because it's going to be flatter. I'm going to cut a piece of that off. Make sure it's straight. I'll use that for another moment. And then that one a little bit narrower. Bring that one up. Yeah, so now we've got 3 pieces. Random card. I've not measured. I've not done anything. This is something I adore doing. So get those 3 pieces. And all we're going to do, I'm so sorry I'm going over time tonight. I hope you can manage to stick with me because we've not got too long left to go. And then we'll take the card like that. And we go over. You bring that down for me a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pop that straight in the middle there. Oh, got a little bit of something there. Like so. I'm going to hold that up. Make sure it's straight, otherwise I'll have the hump about it. Then we're going to get the small bit. So any scraps of card. So when you, this is the whole reason for doing this is if you've got scraps, little edge bits that you've cut and it's left you with something, don't ever get rid of them. Just do something like this because honestly, it still gives you a fantastic result. Now, put that like so. Again, straight across the middle. So that's done beautifully. I'm going to put the lid on my glue for a sec. Always do that with your glue, please. So strong, but it does need looking after. So perfect. So now we're going to go like so. Already looks like a little band, doesn't it? So we're going to glue this down. I'm actually going to trim a slight bit more off of that, just slightly. And that's literally going to be just a few mil. There we go. That's better. It's going to give me a better feel, I think. Take that one and then let's lay our bit across the middle. Yeah, that's much better. And then add a little bit of glue. I'm not being fussy with glue now, but lid on the glue. And then we're going to pop that straight across the middle, wherever it may land. Okay, you can see it's gripped it already. It's such a fast grip glue. Love it. Now, got a few bit marks on there that's going to annoy me. Pop that down, turn that over, give it a good press, and then open your card on the inside. Trim these bits off. If your mojo's gone, this is such an easy card to do. Just take your dies, cut them out, just do different colours all the time. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And I know you probably can't see the yellow very well because it's getting quite dark here now, but I think you can still see nicely enough. Look at that. I really like that. Isn't that lovely? Do you see what I mean? These dies, you do not need a lot at all. Now, let's glue that on. Actually, do you know what? We're going to, because I'm not posting this, I don't care. I mean, you don't have to do this at home. I'm going for, I'll use a thinner tape than I've got. But I'm going to be frivolous tonight. And I'm doing it because I can. That one and that one just there. So let's take those off and we'll glue this, we'll pop this down. 1, 2. How much easier does that come off when you haven't got them nails on, Hayley? Well, you've got them now, that's why I haven't got them on. Not really. So turn that around. I'm going to lay that. Another little thing it's worth knowing is Danny used to be, believe it or not, picture framer. I don't think even Miriam knows this. He used to be a picture framer back in the day. And what he was taught is that you have a bigger gap at the bottom than the top. Always do a bigger gap at the bottom. And that gives it some kind of balance. I don't know why, but apparently it does. And that is the best thing you can do to get things in a good shape on your card. So, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Now, black's too heavy already. I feel black's too heavy. So what we can now do, let's open these. These are the sticker sentiments, which you've all got and loved, I'm sure. So let's pick this one, love. Let's... Oh, I did have, there's always one I wanted for you. Where's the one that said you? There was you. Where's that gone? You're probably going, there it is, there it is. There you go. You are my happy place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sticker, I'm going to peel it back like so. Whoops, let me die there. And I'm going to just trim that. There. We don't need those anymore. And I'm going to trim the other end. Okay. Just like so. Get rid of that. My spare. And then we can turn that around. And we can pop that straight in the middle. Do you know what? It's too thick for me. I'm going to go drop that off there. This is what I mean. You can play, because these are stickers. You can do what you like with them. So I'm going to pop that, just the word you. You can pop it, actually, I quite like it in there. Oh, do we go in there or do we go here? Oh, right, where do you want it? Do we have love for you there or do we have there? I'm going to wait for a comment. I'm going to scroll my mouse down as well because I can't see. Where do you want it? Where should we go? Oh, I don't think I can see comments. That's no good. In the circle. You're the first one, Mary. There it goes. There we are. Make sure I've lined that up right. There we go. And there's the rest of my sticker bit. Put them to one side. And then we have it. Look, excuse my grubby area over there, but you can't see that now. There we are. Oops, yes you can. So there we go. Really easy. Really, really easy. You can now decide where you want it. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So, let me turn you back to me. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right. There we are. That's the card of the night. I might take that to Telly with me. So this one, we could do that as another demo or something similar to that as a demo on air. Okay. That's using these two from your one day special. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was not planned. I'm not here Friday, obviously, because I'm travelling back. I think I get back about 7. And you will have absolutely had enough of me by then, I am sure. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and hope you manage to grab everything you want on Crate and Craft. Hopefully in a couple of weeks the stock will be arriving, the additional stock of this, so everybody gets a bite of the cherry. I hope our international customers get it as well. I have requested today that they make sure the stock is loaded for the USA, and they have told me categorically, yes, it is. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Try and pop over in half an hour, 40 minutes to the Craft Stash page, where I've pre-recorded a live 45-minute session of crafting using some of our existing products, all in aid of the Ukraine. So please finally like and share for me. There is a giveaway. Nikki New won last week, and hello from Bin968. Yours has already left the building, so yours is on its way to you. We will be giving away some of that gorgeous paper as part of the giveaway this week. So if you want that 12 by 12 texture cardstock, you need to comment and like and share. Whether you be on YouTube, whether you be on LinkedIn, or whether you be on Lisa Horton Crafts. So good night, everybody. Catch me on Craft Dash page, and I will see you at 6 p.m. tomorrow for the launch of the one-day special. Don't be buying it all, so I have to come home early. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye.